up on today's show. Striking for equal pay, the NHS workers in Bolton on less money than the NHS staff.
We do a lot of work, we work damn hard, and we're just getting poverty pay for it.
Blue Peter celebrate their 60th anniversary at Media City.
And we take a look at the Manchester Bee exhibition ahead of tonight's auction.
Hello, I'm David Petcher.
And I'm Holly Pritchard. Welcome to Quays News. Today's Wednesday, the 17th of October. We start today with the Bolton Hospital NHS workers who rallied in Bolton Town Centre to strike for equal pay.
Equal pay! When do we want it?
Now! A hospital left without porters, cleaners and caterers. Staff unhappy with their £7.83 an hour.
We're striking for Agenda for Change. We need NHS pay because we're on poverty pay. We get on our hands and knees where you won't see a lot of staff doing, only the domestics. We do a lot of work, we work damn hard, and we're just getting poverty pay for it.
The workers are contracted to the hospital by the private company Bolton IFM. They recently offered to raise pay to the national living wage, but this is still lower than the current NHS rate.
Underpaid and overlooked, and it's been like this for years with cleaners and porters and catering staff, all that lot up there, yeah.
Would you say that you feel unappreciated by the management then?
Yeah. Most of them just blank you.
Yeah.
No, for the job you do and for what they do, you don't feel part of the NHS as it is, and I've been there for 20 years.
This rally behind me, supported by David Crosby MP, is designed to be a show of support for the strikers by the general public. They've announced in the last few days, following a breakdown in discussions with Bolton IFM, that a further strike will take place towards the end of October.
And if the still don't very well, we've got to go on 5 days.
Bolton IFM refused to speak to us directly, but said that Bolton Hospital would be offering as near to a normal service as possible, saying that effective contingency plans meant that there was minimal disruption to patients. More strike days are planned next week. Tim O'Callaghan reporting for Quays News, Bolton.
This week, the children's programme Blue Peter celebrated its 60th anniversary with a reunion of some of its former presenters. Our reporters Callum Metcalf and Olivia Davies went down to the event to join in the celebrations and to speak to some of the show stars.
On the 16th of October 1958, Blue Peter entered our screens.
37 presenters and over 5,000 episodes later, it's now time to celebrate their success.
We spoke to Anita West, John Leslie, Helen Skelton and Joel Jeffries about their experiences with presenting the show. Did you ever think Blue Peter was ever going to be as big as this?
No, I mean, I thought the programme, when I went into it, was totally original because it didn't talk down to children. That was what I loved about it from the beginning. So basically, I was really happy to be in it.
No, but it's a great day, obviously. Lovely to see everybody. So glad the programme is still going and so strong. And they've made such a big effort today. It's amazing to be part of it. So just really pleased to be here.
Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson was nice.
She was my spirit animal.
Yeah, she was nice. I tell you what else was nice, Jack Black.
Oh yeah! Good memory. It's like a memory game.
After speaking to the presenters about the show's history,
We spoke to Radzi Chinianganya and Peter Duncan about the moments they remembered the most.
And I think everyone's got their own Blue Peter favourite memory, haven't they? Like I remember that I remember Andy's star on the Christmas tree falling off, and yeah. So what's yours? What's your favourite memory?
My all-time favourite memory is Simon Thomas jumping out of a plane with the RAF Falcons, because that's what inspired me to then do it myself.
quick fire question: what was your favourite memory from Blue Peter altogether?
My favourite memory is fighting a sumo wrestler in Japan and beating him.
I think that's the best yet.
That's the best yet, 100%.
I was the victor.
After hearing all of their amazing stories, we wonder what the next 60 years will bring.
Callum Metcalf and Olivia Davis reporting for Quays TV.
On the pitch, it was a good weekend for Salford City. The Ammies scored a late equaliser to ensure they remain at the top of the National League. It was off the field where they made the headlines, though. Greater Manchester Police and the FA have confirmed that they are investigating following allegations of serious crowd trouble from Braintree Town's chairman. The spokesperson for Salford City Supporters Club denies that their fans were involved, claiming that non-football fans are using the club to have their fun.
Across the north west, there are children more in need of loving adoptive homes than are adopters to offer this. National Adoption Week aims to raise awareness of this issue in order to find homes for those children who desperately need them. Our reporter Lucy Hill spoke to social work assistant from Corran Current Planning the importance of National Adoption Week.
Adoption Week is really important because it helps us to get awareness out there of the issues that are in adoption at the moment, to raise the profile of concurrent planning specifically. Lots and lots of people don't know what concurrent planning is, so it gets our name out there. It allows us to tell people what we do in new and different ways. But really it's about raising the numbers of adopters and foster carers that are coming through the doors, because as my colleague said, lots and lots of children out there unfortunately need foster carers or need new families through adoption, and nationally that we need lots more people coming forward who feel like they can facilitate that as a way to expand their family, and National Adoption Week helps us to get that out there.
Next up, the famous Manchester Bee in the City project is finally coming to an end. The project has been a hit with Mancunians since it began and will end in an auction tonight. Our reporter Jodie Smith went down to the exhibition to find out more.
You've probably heard of, or even been lucky enough to see, some of the giant bees positioned around Manchester, a project created by Wild and Art and Manchester City Council. Over the weekend, buzzing fans gathered at the National Cycling Centre to say goodbye to the bees one last time before they're auctioned off.
Trail's been live for, sort of 10 weeks now. It's all come together for the farewell weekend, and then they all go to auction on the Wednesday. So bids are going to start the auction between £3,000 and £5,000, and so hopefully we can raise a lot of funds, so there's a fitting legacy for the end of the project.
And what do you think of the atmosphere today?
It's been lovely. I mean, we've been here for 3 days now, the third day, and I think people are coming down with their families, they're getting to see the bees that they've not seen before. There's people running around, there's one there, so the atmosphere's great.
The auction is taking place on the 17th of October, with most of the bees being sold off and proceeds going to the Lord Mayor's We Love Manchester charity, which improves the lives and chances of people in the area.
I think it's a brilliant concept, something that's really brought the city together, and I'd love to see more things like this in the future.
It's amazing, and everybody, even all the kids, are really loving it, and it's just such a nice atmosphere, and the artwork is stupendous.
The project provided the amazing opportunity for Manchester's artistic community to come together and showcase its talents, and we were lucky enough to meet a few of the artists at the exhibition.
I submitted a design in January, and then didn't get selected at first, but then I think they got a second round of sponsors and then got selected and came to Manchester to paint it.
Amazing. Can you just tell me about your bee and some of the inspiration behind it?
Yeah, my bee is based on the cotton industry, which is a big part of Manchester's industrial heritage.
I wanted to make sure that everybody knew about creating green spaces and their own urban jungles. So I thought it was really important to people to get plants, get their own kind of havens, because all the green spaces are going in Manchester.
While some bees will remain in the community, 77 of them will be auctioned off tonight, each one expecting to be sold for over £6,000, with all the money going to the We Love Manchester charity. Jodie Smith for Quays News.
We sent out a tweet on our Twitter at SalfordNow to get your reactions to the bee auction.
We want to know, what was your favourite bee that you came across around Manchester? And if you're planning on heading down to the auction, which will start tonight at 6 p.m.
Nursery group Kids R Us are opening a new nursery building in Eccles. The group already have 4 buildings across Salford, Swinton and Media City. The nursery will open up 18 new job opportunities and improve on childcare.
Very, very proud Salford born and bred, and I'm an advocate of Salford, and I'm very fortunate that we're able to expand our services to different areas of Salford. We have wonderful relationships with the local authority, and we're fortunate that we're able to spread our wings, and obviously now it's a new setting in our Monton, Kids R Us Monton.
Thousands of eager runners are lined up to compete in Manchester's half marathon. Over 10,000 runners took part, including Olympic athlete Andy Vernon. Our reporter Olivia Maricha has more.
For many people, Manchester's half marathon signifies a milestone in their lives. Whether that be completing their first half marathon, achieving a new personal best, or simply raising money for charity. The Olympic athlete Andy Vernon crossed the finish line in 1 hour, 3 minutes and 36 seconds to win the men's race.
I'm happy with the win, and I came here to do what I wanted to do, and I would have liked to have run in the region of 62 minutes actually, and I think that's where my shape is, but I'm happy with the win, and I came here to do what I wanted to do. And
closely followed by last year's winner, Luke Traynor.
I'm a little bit sore, kind of hurt my foot a wee bit halfway, but I will get some treatment tomorrow and I should be alright in a few days' time.
Who ran a time of 1 hour, 30 minutes and 59 seconds. The winner of the ladies' race was Laura Howarth, who completed the race in 1 hour, 14 minutes and 13 seconds.
The winner of the 2018 ladies' race here at the Manchester Half Marathon.
So how are you feeling now after you've completed that?
Absolutely amazing. I've been chasing sub 120 for 6 months now, and I finally got it.
The half marathon was particularly special this year as it saw an increase in the number of wheelchair athletes.
35 full marathons, and I'm doing Land's End to John O'Groats world record next year.
It was so inspiring to see so many eager competitors in the wheelchair division.
As I stand here in the pouring rain, it is definitely not dampened people's moods, as the people are coming out feeling pride, happy, joy and a mixture of tiredness.
Bit exhausted, to be honest. First half felt fine, second half just went all downhill after that.
It's one of the better ones I've done, definitely. It's really good course, really good support out there.
It was just a long way.
Many runners were racing for a charity, and across the whole event, £2.9 million were raised. Olivia Mukherjee reporting for Quays News.
Salford Community and Voluntary Services are calling for support organisations to make use of the funding they offer. A short break care fund has been created to offer grants of up to £5,000 to organisations delivering sports and other activities to disabled children. Our reporter Charlie Hitchkin spoke to the grant manager about the impact the fund has been having on the local community. Sorry, a technical issue there. We've got the weather next.
Hello and good afternoon on this sunny day here in Salford. Bright sunny spells are due to continue on into the week, reaching highs of about 15 degrees Celsius. Along with this, we are also due to experience light winds and a gentle breeze, reaching lows of about 5 degrees Celsius. For any of you heading on into the Manchester Folk Festival this weekend, or even the U2 concert at the Manchester Arena, do be sure to wrap up, as it will be a fairly breezy one. Other than that, the skies are due to remain dry and cloudless on into the coming weekend. That's all from me. Have a good one.
Goodbye.
Goodbye, thanks very much. You can follow us on Facebook or Twitter at Quays News. That's all from us. Goodbye.
Goodbye.